Hey there, this is Ben with Coaster Family Feud, and this past October 2025, we made our biggest coaster trip ever. We've been to Magic Mountain, over Georgia, Great America, Frontier Seas, Silver Dollar City, SeaWorld Orlando, Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and of course, our home park of Six Flags over Texas. This time, however, we planned an epic journey to Kings Island and Cedar Point. The plan was to fly on the cheap to Indianapolis. However, we missed our flight out of Dallas and had to have a 7-hour layover in Orlando. So we made the most of it, rented a Jeep, and went to the beach. We then stayed the night in Indiana when we got there, and then drove the next day to Kings Island and got there well before it opened. We are at Kings Island waiting for the gate to open to run to Diamondback for our first ride. Woohoo! It's going to be awesome. We were ready to rush to the first coasters at Road Drop at 6 p.m. Lincoln and I dashed for the Diamondback. We were the first ones there and got the back car and a whole train to ourselves. I've read such great things about this B&M Hyper and couldn't wait to experience it. I mean, it ranks in Airtime Thrills top 10, so it must be good, right? Well, I was disappointed. Hot take on Diamondback, not as much airtime as I expected. It was fun. We were the first ride of the day. Maybe it wasn't as warmed up as it should have been. But I found Mako at SeaWorld Orlando and Raging Bull at Great America better on the airtime and better overall. Anyway, after this slight disappointment, me and Lincoln crossed over to Mystic Timbers. This Woody ranks in most people's top 25, and it does in mine too, maybe top 15. It was relentless, and the infamous shed was such a fun, creepy element. So Mystic Timbers was awesome. We loved Mystic Timbers. Fast, out of control. How would you describe it? Bumpy, crazy, fun though. I don't know where I'll work out in my rankings. I rank it. It's my number 119 coaster though, so it's a good coaster. Loved it. Next, we headed to the Beast, and this would unexpectedly become my top coaster at Kings Island. It also just flies, and how did I not remember that it had a second lift hill? Down that second lift hill is nuts, amazing. Going through the tunnel, it's like this screaming. It's like the Beast is there screaming at you. It was crazy. I loved it. It was such a great ride. And about those tunnels, Kings Island and also Cedar Point both use the mess out of tunnels. And boy, does it add to the experience. What can I say? The Beast was amazing. Wow, that was my best so far. 3. What do you think, Link?
Yeah, that was awesome. It was so loud and just, I don't know, I can't describe it.
Just so fast, and just after the second lift hill. I forgot there was a second lift hill. Go nuts to the whole thing. That's my ride number 120, coaster number 120. That was incredible. After the Beast was Orion, another I was greatly anticipating. My first B&M Giga. It was a lot of fun, but another that might have needed to be warmed up a little bit more before I rode it. The speed was still pretty great, but I missed out on what others seemed to really like about it. I wish I got to ride it again, but alas, only one ride on this trip. Orion, what do you think?
Crazy. It's super fast.
Super fast, loads of fun.
And smooth, very, very smooth.
Yes, that was awesome. Fast, loved the air. A little bit of airtime was great. I thought it'd be longer, but it wasn't. It seemed shorter, but it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. The operations here are on point. What can I say? Yeah. Incredible. Right beside Orion is Flight of Fear. I've ridden its clone many times in San Antonio, known as the Poltergeist, and pretty much knew what to expect. But when we add the incredible theming and enclose it, this made it so much better, and I was totally blown away. To be fair, I haven't been through the new theming at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, but this was such a very fun ride. From the alien ship to all the things that went along with it, it was just a blast. We then met up with Elizabeth and Amelia, who had ridden several on their own. Amelia, what did you think of the racer?
It was too shaky.
Too shaky? All right. How about the backlot stunt coaster?
Good.
Did you like the launches and stuff? How was the theming on it?
Really good.
Awesome. We all rode both sides of Racer, which was a very fun wooden dueling coaster. The two cars going around together and interacting made for an extra feature that added to the experience. It was fun yelling at the other car saying, "We're gonna win, we're gonna win." It was just a lot of fun. Family thoughts on the racers? Shaky.
The new one is very shaky, but you gotta learn how to ride it, so it's not that shaky. It's fun. Yeah.
Fun. It's fun that we can do as a family.
What'd you think? Racers. Oh, they're pretty fun. They were bumpy.
It's fun to all to be together.
It was fun watching.
And a people eater. That was cool. Mine and Millie's next trip was to Adventure Express, the mine train. And sure, it was rough, it was jerky, just as expected. It had some neat touches along the way that made it special that we really did enjoy together. Alright, we just rode Adventure Express mine train. What do you think?
It was good, but it was really janky.
Yeah, it was janky, rough. It was faster. The turns till you got me. It's like, woo, turning this way, turning that way.
And you couldn't see which way you were going, especially when it's in the dark.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was fun though. Fun little ride. Fun little mine train aero coaster. Next came a family ride on the Bat. We'd ridden the similar aero suspended coaster Ninja at Magic Mountain, which we all enjoyed, but maybe because this time it was night and the hilly terrain that Kings Island had that I did not know was there really made this quite a wild ride. And we all thoroughly enjoyed it as we swung back and forth around the curves. It was just a blast, just such a lot of fun. All right, how do we like the Bat?
10 out of 10, that was fun.
10 out of 10.
It was fun. The longest queue line in history.
Very smooth though. Very smooth.
And they have 2 big drops.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. The swinging, it was a lot of fun. How do you compare it to Ninja as best you can remember from Magic Mountain?
It's way better than
I think this is better, yeah.
Way better.
This one was more thrilling.
I wonder how much the night adds to it. Then Lincoln, Elizabeth, and I rode the B&M inverted Banshee. This was the first non-cloned one we had ridden, and it was a lot of fun. And again, being dark perhaps made it all the more enjoyable. I will say I like this one better than the version over at Cedar Point. This became Elizabeth's favorite ride at either one of the parks. Next came another ride with all of us on the Queen City Stunt Coaster. This premiere multi-launch was great fun, and the scenery you got to fly through these sets and stuff just made it a lot of fun, made it a blast to see, and the helicopter above, and police cars, lights flashing, the tunnels again, the enclosed areas. It was a great fun coaster. It was a surprise to Elizabeth. She didn't know it was going to have a launch when she got on it. She thought it was a little kiddie ride, and she was very surprised by that. Well, with about time to go, I bought a $10 single shot fast lane from Mystic Timbers and loved it even more at night. Unfortunately, the same was not available for the Beast for a nighttime re-ride, which everyone says is epic all the way. It would soon now be closing time, and we headed to bed so we could get up to do it all again the next day. Now, the original plan was to have been there Thursday and Friday to hit all the coasters, but because the park didn't open those days until 6, Camp Snoopy was closed. I missed 4 coasters I really needed to help me get to 150 before I turned 50. So we changed plans. Instead of heading early to Cedar Point, we arrived at 11 at Kings Island again the next morning to get those last 4 kids' coasters that I needed. So Amelia and I started with Snoopy's Snowbox Racers, the Family Boomerang, then Woodstock's Air Rails.
It was good.
Flying through the air.
But it was just like too janky.
Woodstock Express. Neil talks about Woodstock Express.
It was amazing for a kids coaster because the first drop was really good.
Yeah, it was fun for a kids coaster. And finally, the Great Pumpkin Coaster. While we did these Lincoln and Elizabeth rode Flight of Fear and Banshee. Let me mention that the operations were amazing at Kings Island, and the decorations to the fall and fright were incredible. Our family hasn't gotten into all the scary stuff, but the actors and animatronics were pretty great to see and pretty cool. Even the shows you could see while walking were very impressive as well. Well, hey, subscribe, get notified so you can hear about the Cedar Point portion of our trip and hear a lot more details about our trips to Cedar Point and Kings Island.